You know, Toby, I can work harder than you. Well, I could go faster than you. Oh no, I'll show you who is the fastest engine in this railway. Toby, I challenge you for a race. Challenge accepted. Good. We'll meet here tomorrow morning. That night, all the engines were asleep, except for Edward. I'm sure that I can be faster than Toby. We know. Just go to sleep. Oh, okay. And so Edward did. The next morning, the engines gathered up at Knapford Station. Today's solar race is Edward versus Toby. Ready, set, go! And Edward and Toby were off. I better fly to see them. They stopped at Brentham Docks. The signals changed and Edward and Toby were off again. And they crossed the viaduct. At last, Toby won the race. Toby has won! Wow. So Toby is the fastest after all. What? I thought Edward was supposed to win the race. Me too. Well, speaking of Edward, here he comes. And it looks like Edward isn't so happy at all. Okay, what? What? How are you faster than me? Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. No wonder you accepted the challenge so quick. Okay, sure Toby seems faster than you, but Edward, please calm down. Oh, I'll calm down, all right. Calm down. Once Toby had made it, he cheated. Cheated, laddie? You think Toby has cheated? I haven't even done such a thing. What makes you think that I cheat? Do you know how you were faster than me? That's because of a special coal you were using. That's why you beat me in this race. Well, of course that, but since I've been using special coal, I have always been faster than you. Liar! How about we go again? This time, take regular coal. But I can't take regular coal. Besides, I see how regular coal worked on Toby. Regular coal can't work on him at all. So you did cheated then, did you, Toby? I did not cheat. Grrrr. Okay, fine. We're gonna do this the easy way or the hard way. Hey, Edward, so tough luck on the race, I guess. Tough luck? Well, that is because Toby cheated. I understand that you're mad all because that you lost a race, but Toby didn't cheat. How do you know Toby didn't cheat? Well, that's because... Let me guess. Special coal? Well, I'm not gonna sit here and be a laughingstock all because I lost the race to Toby. I'll show Toby a lesson, and you'll see, Percy, who truly is the second fastest in a railway. Well, this might not go well. Well, gotta go fetch the breakdown train. Toby was on his way to help James with the goods trains. But what he didn't know was that Edward was coming up with a few oil cars. Hey, Edward, what are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm going to crash Toby. Hey, you know, Bert, I thought for sure that Edward was going to win a race. Me too. Oh, really? That was kind of you, Diesels, to think that. Oh, well, thank you. But losing the race did not make me happy at all. And just when Toby got to a point, Edward crashed him off the rails. What? Edward? What did you do that for? This will teach you a lesson not to cheat. What? You're still going on about the race? I did not cheat. Harry and Bert moved up to see what has Edward done. Then Percy arrived along with the breakdown train, with Sir Topham Hatt on board. Edward, you do not just do what I think you have just done. You thought derailing Toby was going to teach him a lesson? Well, it hasn't. Now Toby has to be late to help James with the goods trains. Now you have to help James with the goods trains. Ooh, what? You're serious to have to make me pull goods trains for a second time? Yes, I am serious, Edward. But, sir, no buts. Sir Topham Hatt has spoken. Grrr. Edward was completely unhappy to pull goods trains again. Maybe if he didn't cause Toby to derail, none of this would happen. So it looks like Edward has to be the one to help James with the goods trains. Well, so derailing Toby was such a big bad idea. I don't look where I ended up that. Come on, Edward, it was just one race. And you're being mad all because you lost? You don't know, Terrence. You don't know. Come on now, Edward. Why can't you just forget about the whole losing thing and just move on with life? Well, why would I forget when I'm stuck here pulling goods trains with James? James didn't need to feel to speak. So he left early so that he won't hear any more of Edward's complaints. Oh yeah, sure, leave without me, James. Without a feeling the need to speak to me about why I'm stuck pulling goods trains with you. James took no notice of Edward. He just ignored him and carried on. Edward? Are you feeling okay? Do I look okay to you? Then Harvey didn't say another word to Edward. Edward, about the expert of grumpiness, maybe you should, Shut up, Terrence. This isn't anger management, and I know how to control my anger very well. So Edward left with the goods train. Guys, I don't think Edward sees himself anymore. Well, it's all Toby's fault that he accepted the challenge. Yes, Toby's fault. Hey, I call that's offensive to an engine. Actually, Harvey, maybe Ari and Bert were right. It is Toby's fault that my brother isn't being himself anymore. You know what? I think Rosie could actually be right. I'm not even going to ask why. Just don't mind me. Just passing by. Back with Edward taking Toby's goods. Okay, that's it. I can't take any more of Edward's complaining. Neither could I. Hey, Terrence, how about we just break free? But we can't. This is Toby's goods train. Okay, fine. We'll just break free ourselves. So the trucks held back. Then the coupling between Terrence's flatbed and the rest of the train broke. Now we won't have to hear any more of Edward's complaints. Thomas was about to pass by at his signal. Then the runaway goods train came running towards him. Uh-oh. Thomas didn't know what to do. He didn't have enough time to reverse, so the trucks crashed into Thomas. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Ari and Bert have to be coming by. Then, a very grumpy Edward arrived. Uh-oh. We might want to cover our ears for this. Wow, even though they're not very visible to see. I don't know what is completely wrong with all of you anymore. I have to be forced to take Toby's goods train, and now it starts to break free. And now you all got a giant crash. Edward just kept yelling and raging until Harvey finally arrived. Soon the whole mess was cleared, and Edward tried again without saying another word. As Edward got back to Knapford Station, Sir Topham Hatt was there. Edward, I have just been informed that... Shut up. Just shut up, sir. I don't even want to hear it. It's not my fault that Toby's goods train broke free. Did Edward just talk back at Sir Topham Hatt? Now this is why I think Toby shouldn't have won the race. But, Edward, you can't say that to me. I'm your boss. Not anymore, sir. I quit! The other engines couldn't believe what Edward had said. Neither could Ari and Bert. So does this mean Edward isn't coming back? I think Edward isn't coming back. Not coming back? Oh no. Edward, don't go! Shall I, sir? Yes, Percy. Go after Edward. Donald and Douglas, let us get to the sheds. So Donald and Douglas rushed to the sheds, with Sir Topham Hatt on board. Everyone must get to the docks fast. Get to the docks? What's going on? Edward is leaving Sodor. Aye, that's what's happening. What? Edward leaving Sodor? That's why we need to get to the docks right now. So the engines raced to the docks as fast as they could. But when they got there, the only engine that they could see is Percy. Percy, please tell us you stopped Edward from leaving. I'm sorry, sir. I tried. I tried to stop Edward, but I was too late. And Rosie left with him as well. So does this mean we'll never see Edward ever again? But that also means we'll never see Rosie again as well. But Edward has to come back. He's a part of the STEAM team. And let's not forget Rosie. She's also our friend too.
Sir, are Edward and Rosie ever going to come back?
I don't know if Edward and Rosie will ever come back, but we'll have to wait and see. So the whole railway waited for a very long time for Edward and Rosie to come back. But as a whole lot of days are passing, the engines may fear that Edward and Rosie may never, ever come back. Well, I guess this will be the last time we'll be seeing Edward and Rosie again. Or maybe this won't be the last time we'll be seeing them again. Just hopefully. Just hopefully.